Elder Scrolls Online. Now, if you've recently found my channel, you realize that we have just kind of started with Elder Scrolls content. And so if you guys haven't done it yet, hit subscribe, hit notification bell, because I'm about to be blowing your minds with Elder Scrolls content. But heading into this video, I wanted to bring one that kind of brought everyone up to speed on how to gain mythic gear. So on stream, I've been getting asked a lot. First of all, what do you mean by mythic gear? Second of all, how the heck do I get it? Because I'm confused. Now listen, this is kind of like a mini game, okay, to get mythic gear, but we're going to dive into that here in a little bit. But first I wanted to show you what mythic gear is, or antiquities, or whatever you want to call them, okay? Better stuff. So right here you have the Marquee Ring of Majesty, and over there you have the Oakensoul ring. Those are called mythic gears, okay? They have special abilities, they have special things that they do. Like the Oakensoul is a one item set. It gives you specific things. So like the Oakensoul makes it so you can only use one bar, but it gives you a ton of buffs. As you see right here, there's a whole list of buffs that you get from this jewel. The Marquee Ring of Majesty, it gives you extra weapon and spell damage and armor for every set that you're wearing 3 or more of. So it just kind of helps like give a little bit of extra build, what's the word? Build customization. My God, why was that so hard for me to find that word? I don't know, but it just kind of helps you dive into this. But here's the thing, is that the way that you get the Elder Scrolls Online content, if you guys love Elder Scrolls Online or ESO, you need to make sure you hit like, subscribe, and notify. This is going to be your one stop where you can find all the Elder Scrolls content that you need. I'm going to be pumping out content like crazy, going over a wide variety of things down to new player stuff. Maybe once we personally get better at the game, in-game stuff. I'm hoping to start trials and things like that. We have a guild on PCNA. Make sure you hit that button. Let's go. So on stream, I was asked, how do I even start this quest line? Well, it's very simple. First of all, you need to get yourself to Western Skyrim, okay? If you don't have it unlocked yet, you know, you could even hit me up, okay? Tonky Gaming TTV. You can send me a friend request. I'll accept. Send me a message like, hey, bro, you got a second? Can you port me to Western Skyrim? And I will port you right here. Now, right here is where you start the quest, the Antiquarium Circle, okay? The building is right here. So if you get confused, you have this building with the little wolf, it's right next to it. You need to go up here and you need to run inside this building and you need to start the quest line ASAP with this little lady right here, Verta, whatever, num the da. You need to start with her. She's going to give you a quest and she's going to start you down the path of scrying and excavating. So you ask, what is scrying? What is excavating? Well, it's a very cool mini game that seems super complicated, but I promise you, once you get the hang of it, it's really not that bad. So let's dive into it. If you hit J on your keyboard, you have quests, you have antiquities, and yada, yada, yada. So we need antiquities. You have scrying, and you have all these weird little things, okay? Now listen, this isn't made, I'm not going to make this video for someone that's been playing the game for, 10 freaking years and has all the terminology down the par. I'm giving everybody a simplified version because if you don't, sometimes it can seem very overwhelming and be like, what the heck is he talking about? So we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna dive into it very slowly. So after you get the quest done, you're gonna get this antiquities section unlocked in your skills in your quest journal. Now this gives you right here, you have in progress, it gives you scryable leads. These are called leads, okay? These right here are called leads. You get leads by doing just random things, okay? I'm not going to dive into the specifics of every lead, but literally you can Google, how do I get so-and-so, I don't know, like how do I get this Oakensoul ring? And you'll find something that tells you where you get the leads from, but that's a little bit in depth, okay? But you're going to go to your skill line here. You're going to go to world, you have excavation and you have scrying, okay? Excavation and scrying, and look at me not and being a potato and not putting all my points into it already. Okay, so the thing is that this is kind of like, it's difficult to level, but once you learn how to level this up, when you're starting level 1, it's a little bit challenging, but we're going to show you a very easy way to get this leveled up here. And scrying is literally if you hover over your available current zone lead, if you hit scry, it brings this little, whatever the heck this is, it's kind of like go find my damn lead item thing. I don't know. Okay. It seems very, very complicated. You're like, what is this? What am I looking at? So I don't know the exact words. I know that you have a certain amount of clicks here and you have your skills up here. So once you get leveled up, you have certain skills that you can do. So like, as you can see, if I press 2, it gives me a section where I can, you know, really open up the board. If I hit 3, it does something else. Honestly, I don't even know what that does. I don't even use that. The only one I really use is 2, because it gives me like a wide board. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go deep into this. I'm not here to make this even more confusing. I'm here to simplify it. So the way that you scry is you have see these little glowing things, these little glowers. What you need to do, and whenever you first start off, you're not going to have any skills or anything, but if you see these 2 matching symbols, you see how you can use 2. Okay. Now, if you find more matching symbols, it makes it so you can go further and further and further. Okay. That's how you're going to start. So what you want to do is you want to highlight, and you want to use the highlight and make it like, you know, turn into this little, I don't know, whatever the hell that looks like. And you want to keep going over to these little glowing circles. Okay, so like you see here, if I go here, it opens up these 3. Now this is what it's going to kind of look like for you when you first start. And you just need to kind of creep over. And as soon as you get over there, you see, look, boom. Okay, now it's now showing like, I don't know, it's a different look. Okay, that means that you have successfully gotten over to that little section. Now you say, what does this mean? So after, hold on, let me show you. I'm just gonna pop this up. As you see, whenever you get higher level, it becomes a lot easier, and you just gather them all. And we have all 6. Now, as you see here, whenever this pops up, you have a certain amount of leads or areas that your little scrying thing is telling you where is this item. Okay, it's pretty much that. It's telling you where is this item. Now it's telling me, okay, right now, if you want to find this item, you have to go over to this area of the map. And I'm like, bet. Okay, but let's say you mess up on the scrying and you don't find all 6 of the items. What it will do is on your map, instead of there's little bubbles, instead of only having 1 area, it might have 2 if you miss one of the bubbles. It might have 3 if you missed 3 of the bubbles. So literally the little bubble thing on the scry is just showing you, it's zoning down on the item that you need. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm trying not to make it complicated. That's pretty much in a nutshell what it is. Okay. All right, so once you get to the area, as you can see, we're in the area of the scry, or of the excavation. You get in this area and you're like, dude, what am I looking for? You're like, I'm by the water. What am I doing here? Okay, so down here in your slottables, you have the Antiquarium's Eye, Antiquarium's Eye, whatever the fuck. Okay, you have that. Now, what you want to do is when you get in the area, if you click it, boing, it gives you a little glower. It's like, hey, it's over there. So we're just gonna follow this. And it literally refreshes relatively quick. So that way, like, you can find it. Okay, right there. See, it's a little glowing pot of area of sand or dirt or whatever. Now, once you get to the dig site, you want to excavate. Okay, now this is where things get a little bit weird. I know that there is a specific way that you can do this. Okay, I know. I'm just giving you guys a quick rundown, or a simplified version. You have your scry. What this is going to do is if you hit it on your map, it's going to show you, okay, it's yellow. That means that the item is relatively close. Okay, and if you look in the white box, it's telling me, okay, it is somewhere in this white box. So I don't want to look at anything outside of this white box. Okay, right here, boom. Now I'm going to try right here, boom. Still yellow. Now, what this means, we have a white box there, we have a white box there. So it's now honing down, telling me that it is somewhere interlocking one of those 2 white boxes. Okay? So it is somewhere in this little general area. Boom, boom, boom. It's somewhere in this area. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is we have our little hand brush, W. I can't use my scry. You guys will be able to on your lower level. I got to use it on just rocks. So I'm going to take one level of dirt away. Then we're going to rescry. I think it's right here. Boom, we got green. Now, what that says is it is literally, we hit the object. That's where it's at. And as you can see, it was in the area of the white box, okay? Super important, super crucial, can be complicated, simplified down, okay? As you can tell, if I go up here and I hit it, it's like, no, you're completely way off. You need to go over there, okay? That's how that works. Now, when you start off, you have a hand brush. You're gonna be able to take one layer of dirt away at a time, okay? But here's the thing, is that once you get to higher level, you got to be very strategic with how you do this, because if you just use the hand brush and go one level at a time, you're not going to be able to hit the very bottom, okay? Say you have yourself a troll, whatever, okay. So what this does is removes 3 layers of dirt or rock from a 1v1 area. But the way that this builds up is by using your brush. You see how that line goes up a little bit? We're just going to kind of take away a little bit of dirt. It fills up, and you can literally use it at 1 brush, or you can use it at 2 or 3 or 4. I'll just show you. This is just for sake of edumacation. All right, now we're going to hit the A, and we're going to hit dirt dig. Now, as you saw, the screen just shook, okay? Think about this as if you were really doing this out in the world. If you took your shovel and you pushed down too far and you hit it, what's going to happen? You have the chance of breaking it. So you have to strategically make sure that you use your troll. Okay, you need to make sure that you use it strategically, because if you go down too far and you hit the item too many times, you will break it, okay? So we're just going to do this. We're going to do the little bit of hand brushing. We got 2 stacks. I'm like, okay, I feel comfortable doing it too. Okay, there it is. We didn't hit it. You see how it glowed? That means you did good. 1, 2, use the little troll. 3, found another item. Hand brush, 1, 2, 1, 2, found it. Use the big boy troll. Oh, we hit it again, but we didn't break the item. Now, after you find the item, it's like, hey, congratulations, you found the item. Now look for some extra items here. Now you just kind of just roll around and just try to find, you know, it's giving you, there's extra items in most of these, so you just kind of try to find them. And usually I don't care that much, so I just kind of do it quickly. It's whatever to me. So you can do what you want. If you enjoy finding all of the items, then you can really, you know, have a good time here and try to find them all. But me personally, it's whatever. Like, I don't usually care after this point. All right, so we found an extra item. Bonus item uncovered. Okay, so now that we've done that, our time runs out. You only have a certain amount of time to find it. You only have a certain amount of clicks. As you level up, that obviously gets better. So we found the antiquity. We got a new lead acquired. We got the blue lead, and we got the bonus item. Let's go. Okay, now we just got that done, and we ended up increasing our scry on our skills. So that's how you increase your scry, is by doing scry. So you have so many points. You get certain points for the greens, you get certain points for the blues, and after that you get purples, which obviously give you more, you know, XP. And then you get the yellows, okay? The yellows, the master, and then you have ultimate. So there's different levels. You have masters and ultimates, okay? Each one gives different experience. I don't remember the exact number. I know that the green gives you 1. I know the blue gives you like 3. The purple gives you like 4 or 6. I can't remember off the top of my head. And the gold masters, I know, give you 10. So honestly, like, whenever you get to higher level and you're trying to really push the levels for this and get it leveled up to 10, doing the masters obviously makes it better. I know, I feel like I'm kind of rambling on a lot, but I'm trying to really, like, I'm trying to bring you the experience of what this is. And I feel like this one's kind of difficult to talk about, so hopefully you guys are sticking with me. But now we're going to dive into how do you level it up once you're level 1 the fastest to be able to get you the antiquities. So I found a trick that is actually really freaking cool. What you do whenever you first get level 1 on antiquities, you're like, bro, this is taking forever. I just want to get it leveled up. All right, so you're level 1, you're chilling, you're like, don't know what to do. So the first thing you want to do is you want to come to Artaeum, whatever. Okay, listen, I didn't say I'm good at English. It's like my 18th language, okay? I'm just super smart. I just can't pronounce because I know too many languages. I'm joking, I don't know shit. I'm kind of dumb. But, okay, so the way you want to do is you want to come to Artaeum, whatever. And the reason is because it is such a small map, okay? You can literally only really travel in like this little area right here, okay? And the reason that is so important whenever you're level 1 is because literally your leads can only be in this certain area. So that means that you only have a certain distance that you can run to get to your lead, which means your lead will be faster, right? Okay, so how you want to start this is you want to hit J, you want to come here, you want to hit current zone. It's going to give you, you're going to have one option when you first get here, and it's going to be this green option. That is your very first scry. You remember me doing it. Hopefully you watched that part of the video. If you didn't, you need to backtrack a little bit. Now, once we did that first one, it pops up a blue one. Every time you do a green, it will give you a blue. Once you do the blue, it disappears. Then you get a green, you do the green, you get the blue. Are you seeing where we might be going with this? Okay, so you're going to do the green in Artaeum, then you're going to do the blue. You're going to get 1 XP, 3 XP. That doesn't seem like a lot. You're only getting 4 XP, but I promise you this is not going to take you long to do both, especially once you get the hang of it, okay? Now, once you do both, you're going to rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Literally rinse and repeat until you are level 4, 5, probably 5. I'd probably say 5. I think I was 5 whenever I moved away. Whenever you can start doing purple leads is when you want to do that. You're going to upgrade your skill line and you're going to upgrade your scrying. You're going to hit purples. Once you can do purple antiquities, then you're going to do one last round in Artaeum. You're going to do the green, the blue. It's going to give you a purple. Now listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Once you do the purple here, you can no longer do the purple. No longer have that purple option. But this is where things get a little bit spicy. Is if you come on over here to the way shrine, what you need to do after you get to level 5, 4, 5, whatever purple is. Now listen, it's going to take you a minute. It's going to take you about 3 hours. Okay, if you're doing it consistently. And I know you're like 3 hours really, but that's really not that bad in an MMO. And you don't got to sit down and do it all in one sitting. Split it up, do 1 hour a day. Get it up to that certain point. Then what, have fun with it. Don't make it a job. You don't want to ever make anything a job in this game. You just want to have fun. So only do little bits and pieces at a time. But every location in the game, in every area, will have 1 green, 1 blue, and then it'll give you 1 purple. So are you seeing what we're going to be doing here? So that means you're going to come over here. You're going to come over to locations. And what I did is I scrolled to literally the smallest areas possible first. The Balfoyan. I would port the Balfoyan, or here, let's see, what's another one? Betnik. All right, so I would literally port to Betnik. I'd be like, this is a small area, and then I'd open up my journal, and I'd be like, okay, let's get her done. You got 1 green. Once you do the green, you get 1 blue. Once you do the blue, you get 1 purple. After that, you get no more purples. Then you need to move on. You need to move on to the next zone. Okay, and you're going to rinse and repeat. You're literally going to rinse and repeat the whole thing, okay? You got Blackwood, you'll pour it in there. You'll do green, blue, purple. You'll go to Bleak Rock, green, blue, purple. You're going to do that until you get to level 7. Once you get to level 7, the game changes. At that point, you can officially do the Master Writs, okay? Then, at that point, let's say you want the Oakensoul ring. You go and you farm certain locations to get the leads, which are the green, which are the yellow here, which are the scribal leads. Hold on, yeah, right here, all active leads. So you can find the yellows. You can go hunt the monsters that give you the leads, and then that means you can then turn that into the item. It takes 5 items to make 1 mythic item. As I'm sitting here, I'm going, I hope I didn't forget anything. If there's any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm pretty sure that I uncovered everything. I know that you guys are probably like, bro, you're making content, what are you doing? But listen, I like to make my content where I just go with the flow. I don't want to be one of those guys where I literally like pre-plan all of my content. I don't like to do that. I want to bring you guys genuine content. And yeah, sometimes I forget things, and sometimes I might not say things the right way, but I want to literally just be talking to you guys. I don't want to bring something that's pre-planned. I don't like videos like that. I like the genuine. So guys, if you haven't done it, if you have any other questions, make sure you leave a comment. And if you haven't done it, guys, hit like, hit subscribe, join Tonk Nation, become a part of our ESO community. We have a Discord on the main page of YouTube. We also have some other videos. If you haven't checked out yet, go hit them up. Thank you guys, appreciate y'all. And next video, I'm probably going to bring some kind of build video because I've been really getting sticky with this Nightblade Archer bow build lately. So that's probably going to be our next video. So if you guys want to watch it, make sure you hit subscribe and notification bell. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and let's go. Get it.